Hi there, my name is Chad Nicely, and in this video, I'm going to reveal what I call the ultimate solution for online marketing. This is a system that we've been developing since mid-2014. And so the reason why I shot this video is because I always get people taking me aside, and they want to know what it is we've created and how what we've created can benefit them. So in this video, and I really want you to make it to the end, because I can guarantee that if you go through this video, there's going to be something in this video that you're going to be able to benefit from. It may not be all the components I'm about to show you, but I can assure you there's something that you're going to be able to implement in your business, and we've created that solution for you. So I'm going to cover 3 core modules inside the system. The first one is I'm going to give you a sneak peek into our membership platform. This is called Everlesson. Now, we consider Everlesson to be on the front end. This is where we're building trust and establishing rapport with members that we don't necessarily know yet. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about what this amazing membership platform is going to do for you. Then, once we've kind of built that trust and establishes that rapport, our members can actually go out there and they can actually promote our products and services for us. That's what we call our master affiliate platform. I'm going to show you that as well. That's kind of right here in the middle. And then what's going to happen is when you do build that rapport and establish that trust, and your members are out there promoting your products and they feel connected to you, then they're going to want to go to the next level with you. And this is where our lead conversion platform comes in, and that's what I'm going to call the back end. Now, I'm going to tell you right now who this presentation's for. And it's basically for anybody selling online or managing leads. So I'm talking to digital marketers, online coaches, online consultants, bloggers, affiliate marketers, social media influencers, public speakers, sales teams, online advertisers, webinar producers, event producers, local marketers, local businesses, high ticket sales. Now, basically, if you're trying to sell online, there's something in this presentation for you. Or if you're doing anything with leads, there is definitely something in this presentation for you. Now, we're going to start out with the first core module, and that is Everlesson. This is our membership platform. Now, Everlesson is so much more than just a membership platform. It's actually an e-learning content management system. Now, remember, Everlesson is taking place on the front end. Now, the benefits of using Everlesson, we have multiple templates, massive integrations, ease of use. You're actually able to import your courses with a CSV file. We have special wizards that walk you through step by step. Gamification is unlike anything you've ever seen before. Our monetization is on steroids. I'm talking about pop-ups, light boxes, timers, news tickers. The list goes on and on. We have sales page funnels that are just sitting there waiting for the admin. There's webinar funnels. It's a complete affiliate program. We even have an auto webinar system inside of Everlesson. But remember, this is on the front end. Now, this is a screenshot of my Everlesson account. And what you're seeing here is you're seeing various memberships. So you see that I have my own personal membership. I have a Black Friday membership, local marketing membership. I have a chiropractor's membership over here. We have some demos, and then I have my coaching program. Now, once I click inside of that membership, then you'll see I have all of these courses in there. So each one of these bars are a different course. Now, Everlesson allows you to set a course up in a matter of minutes. Matter of fact, we have it down to 2 clicks. And if you have all your lessons inside of a spreadsheet, it becomes even easier. But this is what the back end looks like. Now, Everlesson is so very special because as soon as you create a course, we actually have sales pages that are created for you. We do the best we can with all the information you've provided when you create the course, and we go and we create the sales page for you. Now, it becomes a full-blown sales page editor, and once we have placed the information, you have the ability to go in there and change out the theme or change the colors or change the images or whatever you want to do, but we definitely give you somewhere to start with. Now, when the customer logs in, this is what they see. This is actually one of our interfaces inside the Everlesson platform. So you can see there are all the courses that you just saw a minute ago. So I showed you the back end, and now I'm showing you the front end. And so if you were to click on one of those courses, I'll just go ahead and click on Lead Gen Monopoly. This is what they will see. Now notice I've got all the lessons listed there. I've got recent conversations over on the right-hand side. I've got some banner spots there. I've got a top bar that's got a countdown timer there and all kinds of other cool stuff that you can do with Everlesson. I'm just giving you a sneak peek right now. But already you're probably thinking, well, I'm seeing things inside this membership that I've never seen inside of a membership before. Now, when you click on one of these lessons, this is what our layouts look like. This is just one template. So you can see I've got a very large video there, and I can actually blow that up to full screen. I got the videos down below, and those lessons automatically populate. You can see the recent conversations over there. I've got some links up above where people can actually go and rate this product. They can schedule an appointment with me, and this kind of gives you a good idea. But what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to these little circle widgets right here. We call these the 10X widgets, and this button down below. And we'll get back to that here shortly. But just kind of make a mental note, because that's certainly something you've never seen inside of a membership platform either. Now, as soon as you create your course with Everlesson, we've gone ahead and taken the liberty and created a member sign-up page for you. Now, this page right here can be used to be given to prospects, and as soon as they enter their name and email, they are going to be given access to your course inside that specific membership. Now, if you don't want one this flashy, if you want one maybe a little bit more professional, well, guess what? At the click of a mouse, we have that ready for you as well. So they can go ahead and enter their first name, their last name, their email, choose a password, and they're going to be given access to the membership. Now, the really cool thing is with both of these forms, you can set it up to where as soon as they enter their details, they're taken into the membership right away. They don't even have to check their email to get access details. Now, of course, they're going to get an email, but these forms right here will automatically log them into the membership. Now, if you don't want to give your memberships away, and that's okay too, we've also got checkout pages already waiting for you. Now, it's linked throughout your whole entire system, but you're also able to take these checkout pages and link them to your webinars or your sales pages or whatever it is you want to do, okay? Now, you have to know that Everlesson will play nice with others. So in addition to the lead capture pages and the sales pages and the webinar pages and everything that you can set up inside of Everlesson, you're also able to go out there and use the other guys. So I'm talking about ClickFunnels, Thrive Themes, Convertri, Lead Pages, InstaBuilder, Profit Builder, the list goes on and on. You can actually set up your pages on these systems as well, and they will tie into the Everlesson system, okay? Now that you kind of understand how you would go about setting up a course and how Everlesson is actually an e-learning content management system, the next step is for you to go ahead and get members in your system, because once you get members inside your courses and they're earning badges and rewards and they're clicking on your links and they're happy campers, well, it would just make sense for you to teach your members how to become an affiliate. Now, that's where the middle part of our program comes in. That's our Master Affiliate Program. Now, here's how the Master Affiliate Program is going to work. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to actually set up a program. So in this example, you can see that I've set up a Silver program. Now, with the Silver program, I'm just going to say that they're going to receive 15% commission on all the products. Now, I can override certain products, I can remove certain products, I can even choose certain affiliates, and I could go ahead and give them like a 25% commission or a 50% commission, okay? So there's things we can do, but this just gets you started. But I also want to go and create what's called a Gold program. And with my Gold program, I'm going to let them have 50% commission on all my products. And then, of course, we have our high-ticket Platinum program, and this is where they're going to receive 100% commission on all of our products. And as I said, you have custom settings. So you're going to set the cookies. You're going to decide if they are going to be lifetime, if they're limited, if it's first cookie set, if it's last cookie set. You have options there. And remember, you can do special overrides. Now, once you've created that program, I want to tell you what a program consists of. So the first thing is you have to have it set up to where your members can bring in leads for you. So everybody is a part of your affiliate program. They're going to go out there and they're going to promote various pages and they're going to bring leads in. Now, they want to bring these leads in so that these leads are tagged to them. So how does that work? Well, we're going to have lead capture pages. Now, here's where it's really cool. We can have free giveaways. We can have free ebooks, free case studies, free videos, free strategy calls. The list goes on and on. But we're also going to have like event registration pages. So we may have live events, webinar events, special trainings, online meetings. So these two types of pages right here, your members would go out and they would tell the world. They would post it on Facebook. They would mail their list. They would make videos. They're going to have an individual tracking link to each and every one of your pages. And you can have as many lead capture pages as you want, and you can have as many event registration pages as you want. Now, as they're putting leads inside the funnel, they also have the ability to go out there and sell your products. Now, here's the beauty of this. You are going to be getting the lead inside of your system. So it's probably more so your responsibility to sell those new leads. And when you do sell those leads, the person that put the lead in your system would actually receive a percentage of the profit. And that's what we set up in the program. Remember, we set up 15%, 50%, and 100%. So depending on the level they're at, that is a commission they would receive. So let's look at those products to sell. The first thing is we have what are called internal products. These are products inside of Everlesson. They're going to use the Everlesson sales pages. Now, there are exceptions to this, but for the most part, that's how it's going to go. And the products are delivered inside of Everlesson. But we also have something called external products. And with external products, the products are outside of Everlesson, right? And so we're going to be using sales pages outside of Everlesson, and they're probably going to be delivered outside of Everlesson. And how that works is the Everlesson affiliate program will give you a code, and you'll put that code inside your pages. So if we look here, these two boxes in the blue, you are able to use any kind of page you can think of, not just Everlesson sales pages, but you can use all those external page builders. If you want to use ClickFunnels or Convertri or Profit Builder, you can do that. If you want to use WordPress, if you have HTML, you're able to do all of those things. Okay, so it's virtually limitless what you can do as far as bringing in the leads. And then over here, as far as the products to sell, we're in the same situation. You can use our sales pages, or you can use all those external page builders, WordPress, HTML, and everything else. Okay? So that's what the program consists of. Now, how easy is it to go about adding the lead capture pages, the event registration pages, the internal products, and the external products? Well, it's actually very easy. You see, up here at the top, I have that Platinum program that we just went and created. You can see that there's 4 products inside that program. So to add a product, all I need to do is click this link right here, and it's going to allow me to go ahead and choose my product. And I went ahead and just pulled it in. Over here, you'll see this is where we're going to add products that are outside of Everlesson. And then down here, this is where we're going to add our lead pages. And I'll show you that here in a minute. Because remember, we can actually pull in lead pages that are outside of Everlesson as well. And then down here, we have our event registration pages. So when I click that link, this is what it looks like. This is how we're going to go about adding the lead page. We'll go ahead and choose our existing lead page from Everlesson, or we can go ahead and bring in custom lead pages from outside of Everlesson. And if we want to add our products, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and add an external product. You can see that I can go ahead and choose the external products from the menu here, and it's going to give me a button code. I'm going to go ahead and put that button code on my other sales pages outside of Everlesson, and then it'll track the sale. Now, what do your members see? Well, this is what your actual members and affiliates see. So you can see here are my internal products, here are my external products, here are my lead pages, here are my event registrations. And so they can come over here and they can just go ahead and choose the type, and then it'll filter to that one type. And so they'll be able to come over here and view the link, or they could go ahead and copy the link. And this link right here is custom coded so that it will actually give that affiliate credit for the sale. Or if we look at the lead pages down here, again, if they put a lead into the system, we know that that lead belongs to them. And so they can come over here and they can set up their payout settings. They can see how many products they've sold. They can see how many leads they have. It is a pretty awesome program. This is why we're calling it the Master Affiliate Program. So let's look at the takeaway here, right? Products are service to your members, all right? That's our e-learning content management system. It builds trust and establishes rapport with them. And then eventually the member becomes an affiliate. And at that point, the member is ready to go to the next level. So remember, Everlesson is the front end process. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the back end process. And this is where our lead conversion system comes in. Now, our lead conversion system is our back-end system. Now, the benefits of using the lead conversion system are you're able to create surveys, you're able to create applications. There's an appointment builder inside there. We have something called the lead bank. I'll show you that here in a minute. We have something called link campaigns. You have the ability to assign to employees. We have something called a digital social card. We have sales pipelines, groups and tagging. There's a mobile app and so much more. Now, everything can be used as separate modules, meaning if all you want to do is use the system to create surveys, we allow you to get a survey set up in a matter of minutes. Or if you just want to use it for your appointments, you can do that. If you just want to have it for the applications, if you just want to have it for the sales pipeline, you're able to do all that individually, but the real power comes in when you link it all together. Now, remember those little widgets that I was showing you in the last module? These widgets right here, or this button down below, this is inside of the course, right? This is inside of EverLesson. Well, when you click that button or those circle widgets, you'll see a pop-up occur that looks just like this. And with that pop-up, my member is now able to make an appointment inside the membership. Or we can set it up to where they fill out an application first. And if they're qualified, then they make an appointment. I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. But I want you to see the big wake-up moment I had when I realized that I have actually created a system that allowed me to have all of my leads flowing in one place. Meaning I have applications, appointments, surveys, landing pages, WordPress, HTML, lead ads. I have all of these campaigns out there that are always bringing leads in around the clock. They're hitting email, they're hitting WordPress, they're hitting databases, but I never ever had them in one central location until now. So you can see I have all of my leads coming in over here. This little green thumbs up means my leads are qualified, and usually if they're qualified, that means they've came over here and they've made an appointment, and then they get on with our sales team, okay? So the big takeaway of this screen is you have all of your leads in one place. Now, the end goal and the lead conversion system, which we'll refer to as LCS, can handle this whole process for you, is to give you the stats you see right here on the screen. Because it's never, ever been done before in an all-inclusive system, especially a system that's this easy. So you can see that I have this campaign here called EverMentor. I can see the date it was created. I can see how many impressions I had to that campaign. Out of those impressions, I can see how many people actually submitted the application or the survey. And out of the people that submitted the survey, I can see how many were qualified. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. I can also see how many were disqualified. Out of the people that were qualified, I can see how many people made an appointment. Out of the people that made an appointment, I can see how many people showed up for that appointment. And out of the people that showed up for the appointment, I can see how many people I closed. Now, at the same exact time, I've dropped these people into a sales pipeline. These people right here also went into a sales pipeline. So I have a team that's also over here working that pipeline. So you can see how many leads I've closed. And you can see how many I've lost. And so this green box here shows you out of 340 entries, we have actually closed 60. Now, I want you to think about the power that you're seeing here on the screen, because those stats have never, ever been available before in an all-inclusive system. That's why I'm telling you the lead conversion system is your total back-end system. Now, I want you to think about how many ways we can generate online leads, because the lead conversion system will bring them all in. So we might have landing pages. We might need to import our leads. We might have lead ads. Maybe we have event registrations, webinar registrations, surveys, appointments. The list goes on and on. Any way you can think of to generate a lead, this system right here can handle it. And so what happens is, as we're getting leads through the methods that I have here on the screen, they're all ending up in what we call the lead bank. Now, the lead bank is actually the core of the lead conversion system. And you have to understand, every single lead and every single action will end up in the lead bank. And so if I look here, you'll see that I've got all of these leads here. I got their email, their last contact date, and I have a score over here. Now, the score is based on how active that lead is and how relevant the lead actually is. Okay, so we don't want to deal with leads from 2 years ago. We need to deal with the leads while they're hot. Now, if I click this little plus button over here, you're going to see that that bottom section is now going to open up. And so I can see that John was on a consultation call on this date here. I can also see that he submitted an application on this date, and I can see that he submitted a second application on this date. It'll keep an entire history for John. And based on how active he is, how much he submits, and the actions he takes, his lead quality score will actually increase. Now, with the lead bank, you determine the destination because your leads can be routed elsewhere inside this system. So you see here we have the lead bank, and I can go in there and decide, okay, from here, I want this lead to go into my sales pipeline, and I want to assign that lead to a sales team, and I want to assign them to a product or bundle, and I want to fire off a tag. Now, this here, very, very powerful, but this is actually the hard manual process. This isn't how we recommend to do it at all. Instead, we have an automated process. And what you do is you're going to create a rule. And so rules are created that route the leads automatically. So here's how that works. We have our surveys, our applications, our appointments, our lead ads, our forms, or we can go ahead and import our leads. Any way you can think of to generate leads, again, consider there to be a box. And what's going to happen is we're going to set up a rule that says anytime somebody submits that survey or submits this lead ad or comes through this form or makes an appointment, go ahead and put them in the sales pipeline, assign them to a sales team, assign a product or bundle, and fire off a tag. Those are just a few of the actions that you can do. Now, this has always been a very, very complicated process in the past, and you've actually needed multiple pieces of software to do this. But with our system, it's actually very easy. You're going to go ahead and name your campaign. You're going to go ahead and choose the campaign type. So if it's an appointment, you'll choose an appointment. If it's a survey, you'll choose the survey. Or if it's a form, you'll choose the form. You'll go ahead and link it to your existing pipeline. You'll go ahead and link it to an offer. So in this case, I'm going to link it to the EverMentor product, but I could choose a package, which is a bundle of products. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and assign this pipeline to this employee right here. And so once you've done that, the whole entire process is set up for you. As soon as somebody makes that appointment, they're dropped in the pipeline, they're assigned to a product or package, and they're assigned to an employee, meaning they're hands off for you. Now, if you're not familiar with a pipeline, this is what our pipeline looks like. Matter of fact, this is the final destination, and the goal is to go ahead and close the leads. Now, in our pipeline, we have what are called stage sets. So you may notice that I have a stage set here that says AM, and I have a stage set here that says PM. Now, this specific pipeline was for one of our local events that we're running. So you see over here, I have all these stages that are dealing with the AM, and over here I have the same stages, but they're dealing with PM. So all the people over here are interested in the AM event. All the people over here are interested in the PM event. And so how this works, you see that we have our first stage called AM registered for event. So when this lead registered on that page, they were automatically put in this pipeline, and this is the stage they went to. And then it's up to us to go ahead and move the lead through the various stages. And we would just go ahead and click on here, and we could go ahead and drag it across. Now, we have it set up to where when you drag it to a specific stage, that stage can actually fire off a tag. And we'll talk about the tags here in just a minute. But this kind of gives you a glimpse into the sales pipeline. So you can see that I have 6 leads in this stage. I got 26 leads in this stage. Here's the total dollar amount I'm looking at, and I can just go ahead and move them through. Now, something that's very, very unique about this pipeline is notice we have the phone number right here on the front screen. And the reason why is because we don't want you to have to click in there just to get a phone number to call the lead. Matter of fact, a lot of our salespeople just go ahead and click on this number, and then they can go ahead and call the lead through the Google Hangout. But this is kind of a glimpse as to our sales pipeline. And so now you're kind of starting to get the idea how this whole entire process is automated. Now, I mentioned tags a minute ago, so I want you to understand that tagging inside the lead conversion system serves multiple purposes. So the first thing is it serves the purpose of just being a general tag so that you know exactly what this prospect has done and where they've gone, okay? It also allows you to place that prospect into a pipeline. You can go ahead and assign a product, and with the tag, you can go ahead and assign it to an autoresponder. So if you're going to put them in something like ActiveCampaign, when that tag gets fired off, you can go ahead and put them in a list in ActiveCampaign. You can even fire off a tag inside of ActiveCampaign, okay? So it's a very, very powerful process that you're able to do. So this is how we put leads in the system, right? Understand, lead conversion system gives you every option available. Landing pages, importing lead, lead ads, event registration, surveys, appointments, and anything else I've missed. So the lead conversion system actually has these modules inside of the system. So the first thing is you can create beautiful responsive surveys just like you see there on the screen. You can change out that background image. We have predefined colors. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with this survey. We also have high converting applications. This application format right here made me so much money that I went and added it to our system. And you can place videos and logos and titles and whatever it is you want to do. Now, the next thing is we have a complete appointment system inside the lead conversion system. So your prospects are filling out applications or they're submitting their surveys. And the next thing is you may want to talk to them on the phone, or you may want one of your sales team members to talk to them on the phone. Well, this is what our appointment system looks like. It is one of the most advanced appointment systems you've ever seen. And it's got Zapier integrations. There's so many different things you can do with it. You can place videos on here, social media calls to actions. We can have related appointments. We can charge for appointments. Just really cool stuff inside this appointment system. But probably one of the most unique features inside the lead conversion system is what we call automatic qualifications. And this is so that you're only dealing with qualified leads. So here's how this works. Let's say on our survey or our application, we ask a question. Are you a massive action taker? Okay? So it's a multiple choice question, and all they can do is say yes or no. They can say, yes, I am, or no, I am not. Now, if they say, yes, I am, then what we're going to do is we're going to consider that person qualified. That's somebody that we actually want to work with. And if they're qualified, let's go ahead and send them to one of our appointments. Now, that appointment can then be assigned to a staff member. And remember, at that point, we can drop them in the sales pipeline. But now let's look at the other route. Let's say, no, I am not. Well, if they're not a massive action taker, then obviously we probably don't want to work with them. And so what we're going to do is, if they choose that answer, they're disqualified. And once they're disqualified, we can decide where it is we want to send them. We can make a nice light box appear that says, we received your application. We'll be in touch with you shortly. We can send them to a URL, a webinar registration, or we can send them to another appointment. It's completely up to you where you want to send them. Now you're starting to understand where we are getting our link campaign data, right? Here's our impression for our application or our survey. Here's the entries. And now you see out of those entries, here's the group that was qualified. Here's the ones that were disqualified. So these people here said yes, and these people here said no. And you'll be so surprised what this one question will do for you. And the way we usually position this question is, if we could teach you how to do X, Y, Z, would you want to get on the phone with us? If we could teach you how to automate your sales process, would you want to get on the phone with us? Yes, qualified to the appointment. No, disqualified. Let's send them somewhere else. If we could teach you how to make more money with your membership, would you want to get on a call with us? Yes, qualified. Let's send them to an appointment. No, disqualified. Let's send them to a URL. Very, very powerful. Now, if you have a page builder that you're absolutely in love with and you're saying, man, I wish I could use this system with my current page builder, the good news is you absolutely can, because we have a form builder inside the lead conversion system. And that means any landing page can be sent to the lead conversion system. So ClickFunnels, Thrive Themes, Convertri, Lead Pages, InstaBuilder, Profit Builder, anything you can think of. If they have a lead capture page there, chances are they have a custom form. And with that custom form, we're actually going to give you the form code. So you're going to go through here and you're going to tell us, okay, when they submit that form, I want to go ahead and put them in this autoresponder. And you can see I fired off this tag inside of ActiveCampaign. I want to go ahead and add them to this pipeline. I want to drop them in this stage. I want to assign it to this product or package, and then I can go ahead and choose the product. All that happens automatically. We'll just go ahead and give you the form code. You'll drop it in ClickFunnels or whatever page builder you're using, and then your lead will appear inside the lead conversion system. Now, we also have our own landing pages inside the lead conversion system, but the only goal with these pages is to get the lead in the system. Now, we have a full-blown page builder, so you're able to come over here and change out the background, change out the title, change out the logo, do whatever it is you want to do, but this is just a simple landing page with the goal of getting the lead inside the system. Okay? So, as you can see, I'm coming at you full circle. There's so many different ways to get the leads in the system. And our statistics are pretty amazing because you're able to see how the group responds as a whole, or you're able to look at individual results, such as applications. So here you see a screenshot of one of our surveys, and we can see how the group responded as a whole. But if I click on the individual responses here, I can actually go through and look at the individual applications. And this is the data that made up this group data. So I can come over here and I can go ahead and click on view, and I can see exactly how he answered. And you can see the date that it was submitted, and if he submitted his contact info. I can also see if he's actually qualified or disqualified. Very, very powerful. Now, once you understand that you have all these leads coming in and they're getting qualified, and you have all these different methods of putting leads into the system, and you're working your pipeline, and you're assigning sales teams to your pipeline and everything else, well, guess what? It's then important for you to know how fast you need to respond to your leads. And this is where our lead conversion app comes in. This is what the app looks like here. So you can see I have leads coming in. It tells me how long ago the leads came in. It tells me the type of lead that came in. It tells me their name, the campaign. I got their flame quality here. This will tell me if I have their phone number, if they're already in a pipeline, if I made a sale before, or if I have the lead starred. So if I open up the menu here, you can see that here's the hot leads, and I can decide which leads are going to appear in the hot leads. Not only that, I can also assign employees to handle those hot leads for me. The lead bank is the same lead bank inside the web app. This will be all the leads inside your system, right there at your fingertips. You're going to have all of your appointments. Here you see that I have an appointment on the 20th. Now, why is this more advanced than the Google Calendar? Well, because look, I have my quality score here. So even though this appointment may have been assigned to one of my sales team members, if I see that he has 4 or 5 flames, I may call up that sales team member and say, you know what? I'm going to handle this appointment myself, right? Because they're probably ready to buy because they're an extremely hot lead, right? I've got all my pipelines right here inside of this app. And so you can see here are my stages right there inside the pipeline. And yes, from the app, I can go ahead and drag this prospect over to a different stage. I have something called my card leads. So how this works is you have a digital business card that's tied to your account. And you're actually able to give away your business card inside this app. It'll send a message to your prospect and everything. And this will keep track of those leads that you sent your card to. We have full detailed statistics. Here's where you're able to send that card. And then here is your pipeline. Okay, so this app right here allows you and your team to respond to your leads right away. Now, speaking of that digital social card, here's what that card looks like. Now, notice it's not the standard digital business card that you're used to seeing. Most of those cards just scream, sell, sell, sell. That's not what this does. Instead, we're playing on the social media aspect of this card. And this card is beautiful. And this card makes you want to connect with that individual here. Now, this is actually one of our real cards. This is one of our chiropractor clients. He's actually been awarded Physician of the Year. But from here, I can visit his website. I can call him. I can email him. I can visit him on Facebook, LinkedIn, or I can go ahead and make an appointment on his card. I can fill out an application. I can fill out a survey. I can have a landing page, all kinds of cool things. And here is how I could go ahead and text this digital card to whoever I meet. All I would do is put in the name, Joe Blow, put in the phone number, and it's going to send a custom message via text with a link to this card. Not only that, the app is going to keep track of everybody you sent that card to And you're even able to tag it by event. So you can go ahead and pull up all your tags later on and see everybody that you sent a card to. Pretty cool, right? So now you kind of have an idea what these two systems are doing. And remember, this was just a brief overview, but I want to connect all the dots for you now. And I want to show you the ultimate dream solution. These two platforms working together. And this right here took 3 years to create. So let's go ahead and start with where that lead is captured. Okay? And it can be an Everlesson page. It could be another page builder. It could be WordPress, HTML, any lead conversion page. So I showed you the applications, the surveys, the appointments, the forms, whatever you can think of. Any way to capture a lead, we're able to get it inside the system, right? So the lead can go into the affiliate program. I already showed you how we can go about adding that page to our affiliate program. It's also inside the membership. The lead is then tagged to that specific member that owns that page. Okay, so that member is out there spreading that page around with their special tracking link. Anybody that they put in, that lead is tagged to that member. And we can even place them in an autoresponder at that point. That is our front-end system. Now that in itself is pretty cool, right? But now you need a way to manage those leads. So what if I told you over here on the back end, we're also going to place that lead inside the lead bank. It's going to be tagged inside the lead conversion system so we know where they came from. It's going to be placed in an autoresponder over on the lead conversion side. Maybe they possibly made an appointment with us if we used a qualification process. The lead's going to be sent to a sales pipeline, assigned to a product or a bundle, assigned to a staff member, and then on top of that, we have our app out there that's receiving the lead inside the app. So we know it's a hot lead. And remember, at that point, we can even assign that lead to one of our sales team members. And that right there is the ultimate dream solution. Something that I've never been able to put together with all the various systems out there. Something's always broke. I always had to have all of these monthly payments just to come close to doing what it is I want to do. So we have Everlesson, we have the Master Affiliate Program, and then we have the lead conversion system to handle the leads. And so when you sell this lead over here, the person that put that lead into the system is going to get credit for that sale. I can't think of anything else that we can possibly add to this system. All we can keep doing is build the foundation. And it's a very, very strong foundation. So there you have it. I hope you're impressed. If you've made it this far, I definitely want to thank you for watching. Let us know how we can help you, because we would love to implement this whole entire system into your marketing process, because I can promise you, you're going to get monster results. And what you're going to find is most of the systems out there are too complicated. You're going to find with our systems, it really is point and click. And the way we connect things, we've done 99% of the work for you so that you don't have to. So this is Chad Nicely on behalf of everybody at the Everlesson team, as well as the lead conversion team. I want to thank you so much for your patience. Let us know how we can help you, and we'll talk to you soon.